So, we just listed main types or say categories of interfaces, and now it's time to define what they're made of. To be logical, I'll start from the top. And on the top of most UIs, you will see header, which most likely plays a role of main navigation as well as perfect place for a logo. Since it is very top element, the most important links are located there. Today many developers use sticky header, which has fixed position, which follows users as they scroll. This is very helpful feature because it gives immediate access to a needed category without scrolling up to the very top of the page. My observations shows that headers should have clear distinction from the rest of the page or screen, and the number of elements should be picked very carefully, not to damage user experience and save logic and information structure. This mostly applicable for complex websites where various categories and subcategories are present. For instance, say we have e-commerce website and we have 10 models of shoes for women and 5 for men. You probably guess that placing 15 links in the header will create a mess. Thus, we'll break 15 into categories and showcase women's shoes and men's shoes respectively, and subcategories will have 10 models of shoes available. Header sometimes is a place for contact information like email, phone number, or depending on the type of UI you are designing, it may have a login, register button, or card icon. These days you may also see multi-level headers where the top nav bar has two sections. Logo main navigation plus contact information, and other section includes less important links. This is normal practice when you have a considerable amount of information and purpose of information is different. For example, say we are designing a website for flower delivery company and we want to showcase links to terms of agreement, delivery information with a 24/7 customer support and phone number. I believe that if we put all in one row, it won't be accessible and readable. That's where second level of a header may help. We just need to define which element would be relevant to arrange closer to another. Per se, legal and technical information may go on one row, and things related to the offer of online shop and its contact information may be placed on the other level. So the next section is body of the website. This is most likely a dynamic section where you place your content, and the way the content is organized is very important. If you're designing a one-page scroll website, then bear in mind that the first screen has the most powerful effect. That is why it is a nice idea to apply the above the fold rule to trigger user without a need to scroll. Precisely, it is a best practice to use 600 to 700 pixels for the most important and decision-making information. For instance, the above the fold of a landing page may contain the following: main message, tagline, description, bullet list if applicable, key visual if applicable, opt-in form, and call to action element. Try to organize all screens using this rule. Sidebar. This element, or a group of elements to be precise, is usually used for second level or third level navigation. So when you have lots of items inside the main category, you may use sidebar in each category to create a smoother user flow. The main thing is the main thing here is to be distinct and purpose clear. Your sidebar set of lines should not be confusing, unreadable, and act unexpectedly. Besides, in navigation, sidebars sometimes play a role of quick link section in order to give you a fast access to the specific content on a website, like frequently asked questions section. Sidebars may have their own subcategories, but the best practice is to avoid multiple levels in the structure and navigation as well. And finally, we've got to the last element on the website, which is footer. Footer are usually used for placing copyright information, links like terms and conditions, social media buttons, logos of acceptable payment system, and so on. It's also a good idea to have contact details in this section if possible. Before the sticky header was introduced, footer was most commonly duplicating the main navigation of website. A footer section may be thin or tall, depending on the elements included. By the way, footers may be also sticky.